I wish that there was a secret sauce that you could reveal. We're a brand that's been built up over 50 years. But it is a brand that has taken on this whole aspect of sort of travel and acceptance and ubiquity, which has just made it a great brand to work with. Well, I think around the world, Visa is and continues to be the most accepted brand, but we are pushing that acceptance beyond the point of sale. We're moving it now, of course, into the online or digital world. We're moving it into digital wallets. And so we've made a number of announcements in various countries around the world that extend what Canadians might think of as the Visa credit card. Examples of those things, I think, would be the digital wallet, V.me, that we've most recently announced. They would be our success in debit cards around the world. In Canada, it's a bit different in that we are known as a credit card, but in many, many other markets, our sales volume and consumer acceptance on the debit side of the business is even greater than in credit. We're also a very strong brand among commercial products. So in terms of distribution and travel and entertainment cards, you'll find Visa with most major companies around the world. I accuse our marketing folks of having an easy job because we've got a brand that works well in any language, Visa. It indicates permission to travel. We are big spenders in advertising, so it's a fun brand to work with. And we've wrapped ourselves with a variety of sponsorships for various things like the Olympics that really make it an exciting brand and even more meaningful to our clients. I think there's maybe been two very significant changes. The first is that until our IPO about 5 years ago, we were a group of independent regions who advertised in the way in which our bank clients felt best in their markets. So one of the challenges we had as we became a global company as Visa Inc. was to pull those advertising messages together. And we chose the platform of Go, the word Go. Go indicating action, Go indicating an orientation to moving forward. And so that Go campaign and Go with confidence and when you go and then you transact, use us has really been a very successful program for us. So from that standpoint, pulling everything together under the Go umbrella was one of the big things that we needed to do. There is a second, and that is the move away from television, big dramatic television, which we still do, but a much greater use of social media, digital media, and a variety of very targeted and segmented marketing programs, which fit well with our clients, with the banks and the merchants who accept Visa. Well, Visa's built its brand over 50 years around a few concepts. One, of course, is the ubiquity of acceptance. So if you have a Visa card, no matter where you travel, whether it's Zimbabwe or it's the UK, you're pretty confident your card is going to work. That's important. That it works safely is important. So the riskiness or the less risk of our product is important. But we also have to ensure that we are changing as consumers' buying habits are changing. That gets back to my comments around good at the point of sale, where you see the Visa mark at the local shop in your village, into it's good online, good most anywhere, and good for any kinds of transactions. The Apple brand has to inspire most everybody, from almost nowhere a decade ago to a brand that is globally known by everybody and is recognized as really being out front. I love that brand. Well, we're a brand that is built on the sort of faith and trust of the cardholders, of the merchants that accept them, and of the banks that issue those cards. So anything that would hurt the confidence in the product and the way in which we transact around the world would be the biggest thing that keeps me up at night. There's a second one, however, and that is that the world is changing in terms of new competition. So for many, many years, our competition was MasterCard and American Express. Later it became Discover, a few country-specific options like China UnionPay. But with the change of technology, all sorts of other people are getting into our business. Some very, very strong brands like PayPal, other brands which aspire to be a payment brand, but perhaps without the infrastructure and the security that we built into our brand. And any one of those new players could spoil the confidence pot for all of us. And so I worry about some of those new players as they come into the market.
The new competition.
Yes. I would say it's Visa, because we touch most everyone's lives in Canada.